Vielen Dank, Herr Vorsitzender. Dear Commissioner Dombrovskis, dear colleagues, we live times of uncertainty where future stability in our economies cannot be taken for granted anymore. In this context, the biggest reassurance we can have for the future is the ECB safe pair of hands. ECB policies have been the correct ones in general terms, and tomorrow I hope this chamber will clearly endorse them, as we did in the Econ Committee some weeks ago. ECB policies are subject to improvement and critique, of course, and in this report you will find several ideas that may be of your interest. We believe, for instance, that the assets purchase programme should be redirected away from public debt buying into investment assets related to the EIB. The ECB should try harder in buying assets, like a new wave of project bonds related to EU projects with clear EU added value. For example, assets related to the building of the trans-European network of energy and transport, fundamental for the economic of the Eurozone, but lacking proper investment in some member states. These European projects related to the Energy Union and the Transport Union were voted largely by this Parliament in the last legislature. We need investment, but smart investment. No more airports without planes. No more high-speed trains without passengers. No more roads without trucks and cars. So I believe that the current APP is being used by some member states to avoid necessary reforms in the fields of late payments, energy reform and public deficits. We also ask the ECB to study how it would impact the European monetary policy that member states emitted debt directly, related to public investment, so the ECB could buy it. This may give incentives to member states to increase their level of investment in research and education. We are also worried of the effects of negative interest rates in our banks and in our economy, if they are maintained in the medium term. We know that the ECB is aware of these downside risks. I hope that negative interest rates will be the first measure to be unwound. We express also our concerns in the report on the creation of housing bubbles in many big cities of Europe, like in Barcelona, where I come from. These cities are more and more expensive due to international capital inflows. Ultra-low interest rates are partly responsible for it, together with, of course, local mistakes. Income inequalities are also worrying on the rise. Finally, we call the ECB to study in depth how small saving banks and big banks react differently during the crisis on the concession of new credit. So we ask, are healthy and well-managed small saving banks a key part of the rapid recoveries in some countries of the Eurozone? And I also ask myself and this chamber, do we need to balance concentration at the big bank level, which is happening in some member states, with a new wave of small banks linked directly to their local territories? Dear Commissioner, dear colleagues, I really look forward to your views on all these issues. Thank you very much.